Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around, don't come around. Got the crowd going wild, going wild. Tell me what you know about that Mem style.
Yo, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the Memphis Jelks Show. These episodes just seem to be getting better and better to me, man. How about y'all, man? For real, man, we be getting some of the dopest guests, man. It's like, it's a blessing, man. I just want to thank God. Start this show off by just thanking God, man, for sending us some of the best guests from everywhere. We done had people on from LA. We done had people on from New York, Atlanta. Man, the list just goes on, man. Pennsylvania. Man, we're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. I just need y'all to keep on tuning in, you know, every Wednesday night, man. That's all I need, man. It's for y'all to keep tuning in and hitting that like button, that share button, and commenting, man, getting the numbers up. And shout out to everybody who been going on Amazon.com and getting them Memphis Jelks Show t-shirts and Memphis Jelks Show hoodies. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all the real MVPs, man. Y'all spreading the word, getting the word out there, man. That's how it go. That's how we do down here at the Memphis Jelks Show. Tonight, man, might be running a little bit late, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's guest is one of the dopest producers out of Memphis, Tennessee, who is a student of the legendary DJ Squeaky. He's worked with everybody from Young Dolph, Gangsta Black, Crunchy Black, Lil Chat, Criminal Man. The list goes on and on and on and on. So if you're a producer out there, man, this show right here, you better tune in and listen and learn. Because we finna drop some gems on y'all. So without further ado, I bring to y'all the one, the only, legendary.
Drums, please.
Disalunabeat is in the building.
What it do, y'all?
What it do? Luna, man, thank you for joining, bro.
Man, it's no problem, man. Appreciate you having me, bro.
Anytime, man. I know you stay busy, you stay booked, you know what I'm saying, at 1030 Production Studio. Hold on, we finna show them something real quick. Hey, all y'all artists out there and everybody out there looking for some good mixing and mastering and engineering, check this out.
Looking for a laid-back, high-quality studio? Then look no further. This your boy, Disalunabeat, 1030 Productions. Call or text me at 901-2. You looking for a laid-back, high-quality studio? You looking for a laid-back, high-quality studio? Then look no further. This your boy, Disalunabeat, 1030 Productions. Call or text me at 901-216-6964. Hourly rate start at $50 an hour. 6-hour blocks, $250. Custom beats are available and full mixing and master service as well. Radio edits and show mixes, live performance, I do it all. So hit me up, 901-216-6964.
Appreciate that.
Y'all hear it? Y'all hit the number up, man. Make sure y'all book some studio time, man, with one of the greatest, most awesome, legendary producers, beat makers, mixers, masters, engineers in the M-Town. Disalunabeat is in the building tonight, y'all.
What it do?
Show some love. And the phone lines are open. Y'all can call in and chop it up with us. You know what I'm saying? We would love to hear from y'all tonight, man. 901-410-0123. And while we're here, man, y'all go and hit that share button, man. Get a whole bunch of people in here, man. Get as many people in here as possible. Because, hey, it's going to be a lit show tonight, man. On everything.
definitely.
So we just gonna get right into it, Luna, man. Shoot, man. So were you born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee?
No, actually, I was born in New York. I was born in Manhattan, New York. Came down
Dope.
here when I was 11.
Shout out to Manhattan. Go ahead. You say you came down here when you were 11.
Yeah, I came down here when I was 11, and I've been down here ever since I was a kid. Grew up in South Memphis, man. GPC, 4 Patton and Walker, South Memphis, the heart of South Memphis, man.
Shout out to South Memphis in the building. SOUTH. Y'all already know what it is. Yes, sir. So when you were in Manhattan, you said you moved down here when you were 11.
Yeah.
Was you already like inspired by hip hop?
I mean, you know what? I tell this story all the time, man, to people that don't know that I was born in New York. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, I was born in Manhattan, but I was raised I came up in Brooklyn. And you know, the funny thing about it was, man, me and my mom stayed when I was in New York. We actually stayed in Marcy Projects,
Wow.
where Jay-Z from. You hear me? But and
Wow.
you know how I found that out? When I was older, I was a Jay-Z fan. One day I watched one of Jay-Z videos. The Streets is Watching, and this song called Marcy, and he shot a video in front of the project. And it dawned on me. I asked my mom. I was like, I know them projects. You hear me? I know them projects. You hear me? And my mama told me, she said, when I asked my mom, I said, where did we stay at when we was in New York? She said, we stayed in Brooklyn. I said, Marcy Project? She said, how you know? I said, because I watched a video a long time ago with Jay-Z in it, and them apartments, I remember that store, and he said Thompson Court. You hear me? And she said, how you remember that? I said, man, it just came back to me. I remember my school, my PPS something. I remember the school number.
That's dope, man. And were you listening to music? Was your mom playing music in the house and stuff back then?
Well, you know, I don't, you know, the music part of what I took on the music, man, it always had been with my mom. You know, how mom used to spin the records. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Old school records, and you know, my mom, she was a cold person. Like my mom was a beast. You hear me? So you know, as far as music was always in our household since I was, you know what I'm saying, coming up. You hear me?
Yep.
And I love all genres of music. Like I don't just love a particular type of music. I love my favorite band is Nickelback. So look them up.
you know, a lot of people gonna be hating on Nickelback, man. They be hating on Nickelback.
I love Nickelback, man. I love Nickelback. I love Train. You know, I'm a fan of good music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Katy Perry fan. For those who don't know.
Shout out to Katy Perry. Shout out to Nickelback. Man, have you ever listened to Three Doors Down? That's a band.
Three Doors Down. I tell you can't miss me, man. You can't miss me. Yeah.
That's my group right there. Three Doors Down. That's my group, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. So, how was school there? Like going to school in New York?
Man, you know, I got vague memories of going to school in New York. Like you said, I got more memories of me going to school down here when I made it down here than anything. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So my school coming up in elementary, I was bad as hell, man. I'm sorry. If you know me, you know Michael Green, you know I was bad as hell in school. And you know how you know you were bad? When everybody that know you call you by your whole name.
They don't just call you your first name, they call you your whole name.
They gonna tell you, have you seen Michael Green?
That sound like an album. That sound like an album title.
Yeah.
You got to. That's dope, man.
Then I got a son that's the second, and I got a grandson that's the third.
Wow, man.
Yep.
That's dope. Passing the legacy on, man.
Yep.
That's what. So I got a junior too. So yep, man. I feel where you coming from on that one, man. Yep. So when you moved from the north to the south, was there a culture shock? Was it a difference? Did you notice
Nah,
a
because I was
difference?
still young. I was bad. Coming back, I came down here, went to school, got in trouble, and man, a lot of people don't understand. Like my music, like me stepping in the music industry, I was 12 years old. I want to tell you a story. And I got a good close personal friend of mine. If you into music, y'all know him. His name Gangsta Pat. And I was 12 years old, and they had what's called On the Street Records on Park. And if you know anything about A Ball and MJG, shout out to A Ball and MJG. The movie finna come out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about a studio called On the Street Records, which was ran by Reginald Boylan. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So one day I was fresh out of STC. I had community service, and I got one of my raps in my back pocket, and look, lo and behold, Gangsta Pat walking into the studio. So I went over there. I said, man, let me spit something for you. I can rap, and I called myself Maniac at the time. And man, I had spit my rap, and Pat was like, yeah, it's your bumping, man, but you probably gonna need to change your name to like Lunatic or Psycho or something. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I've been
Mm-hmm.
Lunatic ever since then. You hear me?
Dope. Dope.
So shout out to Gangsta Pat, man. First pivotal artist I met. You know what I'm saying? He took the time to hear 12-year-old me rap.
Shout out to Gangsta Pat, man. Gangsta Pat, man, he don't get the credit that he deserved. He was the first artist from Memphis who signed to a major label.
True that, true that.
And man, his song Gangsters Need Love Too. When I was a kid, I used to hear that on the radio, man. That's still one of my favorite songs from him
Yeah, it
ever.
is too. That's one of my favorite jumps from him too. But I was lucky to meet him, and like I said, that interaction right there kept me writing. Because if he would have been in, no, he would have said something that was kind of like that made me detour myself. You hear me? I probably wouldn't be rapping. Probably wouldn't be interviewing with you today. You hear me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I thank him. And he come around us, like I said, this 35, 40 years ago, 35 plus years ago. You hear me? And
Yep.
he come and we still chop it up today. Right now, he's one of my mentors. You hear me?
Shout out to Gangsta Pat, man. It's funny that you mentioned that because earlier I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw KRS-One, and KRS-One was saying like it's a difference the way that like the people that you be around, because he spit a flow, and then the person that he spit the flow for, he was just giving an example, and that person was like, man, that's whack, you know what I'm saying, you'll never make it, and all this kind of stuff. So then he said that person just stopped trying because, you know what I'm saying, the people he was around was telling him he couldn't do it and all that. But then, like you just said, you spit a flow for Gangsta Pat, and instead of him discouraging you, he encouraged you. And then not only that, he helped you come up with a name and a brand for yourself and stuff. So we need more guys like that, man, who motivate and not player hate, man, for real. And like, I mean, you took that and ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we might not have been the best at the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we first started, nobody start off like the best, but we needed to be around people to encourage us, who would encourage us to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might not have it all the way, but you right there, or you know what I'm saying? Just keep on practicing and just keep writing and keep, pushing and being motivated. So that was a good story that you just told about Gangsta Pat, man. And we need more people like that for real. So
Yep.
what grade was you in when you decided to like try your hand at music?
Well, 12. I'm 12 and 13 years old. Like I said, that was the first interaction I had with an artist. And I end up 13 years old. I end up being introduced to my first producer, my guy Gangsta Pimp, Antonio Middlebrook. Everybody know him as Gangsta Pimp. Some of y'all may know him as same thing on the track. You hear me? But that guy right there gave me my first beat and made me write my first rap. And I joined his. We started a group called Nine Trey Family. I don't know if you remember, but back in the days we was a group called Nine Trey Family. Me, Gangsta Pimp, and Jack the Snake. And I did my first rap, and it's on YouTube right now. I'm about literally on YouTube right now. You can check it out. I was 13 years old, called Death, and I was rapping about change. Like I was rapping about turning your life around because I was laying in STC for 6 months, and that's like my third time being there.
What's
So
STC? Like a
Shelby Training Center is a correction center for bad kids.
okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that was when they star pupils. You hear me? That was they star pupils. I ain't gonna lie to you. And, so it was that right there. So when I got with Nine Trey Family, my guy Gangsta Pimp taught me how to stay on beat. You know what I'm saying? And he knew I can rap because he always used to make me hone my skills. You hear me? Like
Yep.
I wouldn't be a good rapper if it weren't for him teaching me something when he first got me around him. You hear me? And I made a lot
Yep.
of music with Gangsta Pimp, man. Shout out to Gangsta Pimp and Nine Trey Family, man. And just so happened, speaking on that Nine Trey Family era, Gorilla album, last album, Everything's Everything. One of her producers from Memphis. Shout out to my boy Ace. He sampled from that first album we did when I was 13 years old, and it's on Glorilla's Everything's Everything. The song called Op Shit.
Ooh, that's history right there. That's legendary.
And I can say this: that album didn't sell 25 copies, bro. But for somebody to go back and sample from that album, you can't even find them tapes right now. Like literally, I don't know where them tapes. We've been looking for them tapes, but it's for somebody to go do that. It's an honor. So like I said, shout out to Ace for doing that for us, and stepping that sample with Glorilla with the new age 2024 up and coming kids and artists and stuff, man. I just appreciate being a part of it, man.
Man, that's a super blessing. They let you know that y'all was before y'all time.
Yeah, I kind of figured that too. And right now we still cool, good friends, man. So check out, we got a project I'm gonna do together with him again. Um, I owe it to him. Nine Trey Family Lunatic solo tape produced by Gangsta Pimp is on the way, man.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all got the exclusive. Y'all heard it here first. The Memphis Jelks Show. Y'all know we love exclusives around here. So after that, man, like after like the Nine Trey movement, where did you go from there?
End up signing with DJ Feli.
DJ Feli, shout out to DJ Feli, man. He one of the dopest too.
DJ Feli, DJ Pinky, all us, Lil Chat, all us was in a group called Down South Players. And it was a bunch of us. Lynch and D, Womack the Omen, Chat Brother, Lil Chat, some of all of us, Tuki T, some of all of us was in this group. And that's what we had fun doing music with Feli. Because a lot of us went to separate record labels from DSP. That's how Chat went to 360 from there. You know what I'm saying? We went our separate ways. We went to different camps. You hear me?
Yep. So explain to me like the process, like what kind of equipment were y'all using then, and like
Man, Feli was using an 8-track and a DR 550. Things. You know what I'm saying? Just the basics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all were
he was coming up with those records with us, and we was coming up with them songs. And Feli, he was wanted to be a rapper too. So he was rapping as well. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. So y'all would record like at his home. He had a home studio.
At his mama house in Orange Mound.
Did she used to be like y'all being too loud up in there and stuff?
One thing about I love about his mom and dad, man. She knew us. We had Eric. That's his real name, Eric. We had Feli, Eric, best interests at heart. She loved us. She always let us come over there. She know we was making music. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And when we did shows, she know all of us was gonna be together. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. That's real. She knew y'all had his back.
Yeah.
And that's kind of rare too, because a lot of parents ain't like that. They be like, y'all in there being all loud and making that noise.
Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves. Though. We made some good music with Feli. like I said, a lot of us went separate ways. Some of us went to Tommy Wright. Some of us went to Paul. I went to Squeaky. You know, and other people just did they different thizzle. Once we left, once we left Southern Records with DJ Feli, and like I said, after that, with that journey, I was pretty much ready. I was in the streets, so like with me, I did music back then, but I was more known in the streets than I was with music. You hear me?
Yep.
I pull
Exactly.
up, I pull up with the tape and be on some more shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that I pull up with the tape and be on some more shit.
So how did y'all like the tapes? How did y'all distribute the tapes? Like, because you had to make a bunch of copies of the tapes. So how did y'all make all them copies?
I'm gonna tell you what like this here, man. If you didn't have a consignment situation with all the mom and pop stores back then, man, we as artists, bro, and I'm gonna say this as an artist, man, we had to ask you to buy our tape, man. We had to find buyers. You hear me? We
Yep.
couldn't go press up 100 tapes and get some money off 100 tapes from a record store because we didn't have that type of clout then. You hear me?
Yep.
The Gangsta Patch, the DJ Squeakies, the DJ Pauls, the Juicy J's, they could do that on consignment. You hear me? If you
Yep.
want a real known rapper, man, you had to pull up at Bill Street on Saturday night and start swinging them joints, man.
I know, cause I was one of those. I was one of the ones where I was in the struggle. I was hopping out the cars and just asking people to buy my junks and just selling as many as I could that way. So I definitely feel you on the grind of that. But that make you a better salesperson, though.
Oh yeah, that it does. It does make you better because that's the first taste of marketing yourself. Your brand is when you get out there and stump the pavement with your product. You hear me?
Yep.
So
Exactly.
so so people don't understand. Like back then, that we had to stump the pavement. Like we for every look, if I think tapes was going for $10, then we're trying to get at least 5 hours. You hear me?
Ain't it, man? Exactly. Sure. Yeah. And was getting it too. I bet y'all was getting it too.
For real, and that's all we was trying to do. Just get a name for ourselves. We didn't get with that. We'll perform for Tom, Dick, and Harry. Man, we didn't. We just wanted to be heard. You hear me?
Yep. The youth these days don't know how good they got it, man. To be able to just make a song and then just upload it online and then like get all these people to hear it, because we had to physically go to different cities, different towns. I mean, like we go to small towns, large towns, big cities, small cities. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how good they got it. Wasn't it, if you wasn't on the radio, you wasn't like being heard by the masses. So you had to go out there and get your fans one at a time, one person at a time. And that's the grind for real. You mentioned, man, backstage that your mentor was and is DJ Squeaky, the legendary DJ Squeaky.
Yeah. Shout out to Squeak Dog, man. You know what I'm saying?
So describe that transition to the listeners and the viewers of going from Nine Trey and then how you ended up eventually landing with DJ Squeaky.
Man, you know what? People always ask me about how I end up in Mo, with Mo Cheddar with Squeaky. I'm gonna tell you how I ended up over there because after Feli, man, shout out to Li Grove, man, and Criminal Man, because one thing about my journey over there with them was I used to go to the skating ring every Sunday. And every Sunday I used to drop a song and I take a song to the skating ring. Every Sunday, Li Grove would be in that bitch. Or Cream would stop through us. Some other rapper would stop through. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the things that kept us going, on Sunday nights. You know what I'm saying? Hit the
Mm-hmm.
gangster walk around at the Crystal Palace, and so we end up playing music there, and it got the attention of Cream. And one day Cream had called me because we was already cool. He was in KCG. We was already cool. So one Cream called me and he was like, he was like, you making me know I heard one of your songs, but I just skip it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, he said, you got some more stuff? He said, yeah. He said, man, I'm gonna pull up on you and come check it out. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
when he told me that, I got with Feli and told Feli that him and that Cream was gonna come through and check out some music. You hear me? So that is, you telling another producer.
We lost you, Luna. I think you might have pushed the button. We're gonna get into Luna video and we're gonna get the technical difficulties figured out. Now there you go.
Give me one sec. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of them situations where you hear me?
I'm listening. Yep.
Are you playing the video? Okay, yeah.
I'm listening. No. I thought the technical difficulties, so I was gonna play the video while we got the technical difficulties together. But Krim just hollered at you. Krim just said he wanted to come through, pull up, and hear some more music.
He pulled up at Feli House and listened to some songs I had, and after that, right there, that was the encounter that I needed because when he left there, he was like, "You rolling with us now? You hear me? You with me now? You hear me?" So I have been with him ever since then. I'm talking about literally, good dude took me from my house went like 2 days later to Squeaky Studio. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So now I'm with the big boys now. You feel what I'm saying?
So they already had motion. Krim and them already had motion.
They had just signed the Relativity.
Oh snap! Damn, you caught.
They had just signed the Relativity. So the same day 3-6 signed, Squeaky signed too.
Yep. I remember that, man. I remember reading that in a magazine, like The Source or something like that.
They signed. So there was a good timing I got with him, and Krim started his record company called Ho You Know Records, and I was one of the artists up on the Ho You Know Records. He took me around Squeaky. I always had a good relationship with Tom Ski because he used to always let me come open for him at the Mirage.
Yeah, Tom Ski, he family here at the Memphis Joke Show. He done been on here. He done been on here.
Like I knew Tom Ski, like what I'm saying, like I knew Krim. You hear me?
Yep.
Tom Ski took me up on his wing early. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what was that?
For me to come over that way, yeah, he was like, "Oh shit, there you go, you hear me?"
Yep. So what was that like? Wow. So what was that like though? Like going from where you was transitioning and everything. What was it like? Meeting a polarizing figure such as DJ Squeaky in the family, and then not only that, them embracing you and making you family too.
Man, you know what? I loved it, the fact that when I got with them, everybody was they self. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm the only nigga from South Memphis in this group now. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I got Orange Mound niggas. I got Krim from South Memphis, but I'm South Memphis South. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the trenches, and I'm around Yo Lynch. I'm around Thugster. I'm around L.I. Grove. I'm around Seal, Big Seal. I'm around all these artists that Squeaky had been producing for 15 years already. You hear me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now I got to come and set. I want to show them what I can do. You hear me?
Exactly.
So I got kind of cool with Squeaky, and kind of Squeaky took me up on his wing. And as he making beats, I'm listening, and I don't know how to make no beat. I'm just trying to rap. I'm trying to be there to get the jump on the 5-track out here and get it cracking. You hear me?
Yep. And that's what I was going to ask you. Like, were you making beats whenever Krim, first introduced you to Squeaky? Were you making beats already?
I learned. Squeaky taught us how to record each other back then. That was my first taste of engineering. He taught us how to record each other so everybody can record each other. You hear me?
Wow.
So Squeaky one of them dudes that he teach you. If you trying to learn, you got to watch how he teach you. Because he ain't going to tell you this, and this. He going to show it to you. And it's up to you to figure it out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and that's right to the day I can call him there, ask him a question, and I can go stand right in front of him, and he going to give me the answer the way Squeaky gives me the answer. And that's showing me how to do it. That's why I love him, because 8 years ago when I first started making beats, I called him. I said, man, I want to start making beats. He was like, for real, fool? You want to start making beats? Okay, cool. I said, what I'm gonna need? He said, you're gonna need this, this, and this. So I bought this, and this, took all of that to him so he can soup it up and get Fruit Loops on it and you know what I'm saying? Get it
Yep.
started, right?
Yep.
I came back to pick it up. The man said, I made 2 beats already in here in your computer. He played the 2 beats. He said, there go one beat, there go the other one. He said, man, figure it out. And you know what he told me? In some ways, like, now go to YouTube, learn how to do, and it ain't just making beats. I don't know why people think they just jump into making beats and I'm going to save me some money, make my own beats. You hear me? It's not that easy, man.
No.
4 5 years of crazy beats, man, that you got to go through before you find your sound, right? You hear me?
Yep.
It took me 2 years, bro, to find a beat that somebody say, you know what, that's jump bumping.
Golly, man.
Hey,
But you was
shout out to
dedicated.
Primo, man, from Too Thick too, man, because Primo heard all the beats. Primo heard beat one. Primo told me, I'll never forget this. I made my first beat, let Primo hear it. Primo said, hey, you got to keep going, man.
See, you was always around people. You was always around people who motivated you.
Man, listen, man. Primo from Too Thick, Zerk artist, man. Primo, that nigga is retarded, but he from beat one to beat 100 to beat 1,000. He heard damn near all of them. You hear me? And when I finally got the beat right, you know what the man told me?
What's that?
The man said, there you go, right there. You know what I'm saying? And this around the time, this 8 years old, just funny because one of my partners just walked in my studio. Martin Sounds, man. A lot of people, I got to give my guy his props, man, because he taught me how to make patterns on Fruit Loops. You know what I'm saying? He worked with me in the beginning, man. Chop, man, producer Chop, man. Y'all shout out to Chop, man. Y'all go fuck with my boy Martin Sounds, man. He taught me about film and beat making as I was going through the journey of becoming Disalunabeat. You hear me?
Wow.
That man worked for me. I call that man 15 times a day. Hey, man, what this button right here do? What I need to do with this button? And he always with me, man. So he just walked in my studio, man. Shout out to my boy Martin Sound, man, because we still asking each other questions 10 years later.
Salute to him, fam. That's a blessing. That's the kind of people that you need around you. That's why you're so successful. That's why you're so successful now at what you're doing, because you were around the people the right kind of people who motivated instead of player hated.
Man, we hungry. We everybody that I know I'm cool with, we hungry, man. We trying to get some money.
I know that's real, man. So you're with a legendary producer, a legendary family. What are you feeling at the moment? Are you feeling yourself? You saying you feeling like, man, you the king of what you're doing, or how are you feeling?
I'm gonna tell you how this shit really works, man. When I got with him, I end up getting with Squeaky, did a couple projects with him, and I end up going to jail, bro.
Oh no!
Went to the feds for 10 years, and bro, when I came home, it was still love. You know what I'm saying? And it was still work to be done because our last album we dropped was in 2002, and it was Motel the Monsters Part 2, and that was the last project I was a part of, and I had went to jail and missed a lot of years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So going through that phase with them and coming home and still getting love from them guys, that always motivated me because when I came home, it was a new era of artists, that he was dealing with. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm still me though. I'm still loner. You hear me?
Yep.
So shout out to and like I said, right today, everybody that I was around, every day I was around, I end up still friends with them to this day.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Did you like when you was locked down? Did you write? Were you writing anything?
Yeah, you said what now?
Were you writing? Were you writing when you were locked down? Were you writing records? Were you writing songs and stuff? or did you just kind of put it on hiatus?
No, I was still I was still recording and writing and when I came home, like I said, when I asked them to start showing me how to make beats, you know what I'm saying? I actually started making my own beats and still putting out, songs, still writing, still rapping. And I always wanted to put out my solo album. And I finally got a chance to do that.
Dope, dope. Did you produce it, or did you reach out to like Squeaky and them for beats? Or
My solo album is I did on Squeaky's solo album. I was on his intro, so I asked Squeaky to do my intro for my album, and all the rest of the beats after the intro was mine.
dope.
It's a tape.
What did you want? What did you want the statement to be? What did you want like the overall like statement to be?
I want to show them I can I can produce as well. See, a lot of people don't understand. Man, Fat Boy, man, that's my guy. I'm always gonna be Mo Cheddar. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get caught up under his umbrella when I'm doing. He's a producer. I'm a producer now. I want to create my own lane. I know the DJ Zerks, the DJ Pauls. I know them personally. You know what I'm saying? But I want to create my own lane. So, and, a lot of people say, man, I hear Squeaky in your beat. You gonna hear Squeaky in my beats because that's all I listen to for the last 30 years.
Exactly, and then that's the family that you was raised around.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And man, and so with being with them, like, and it's giving me more opportunities to get out there. Case in point, I don't know, did you get a chance to watch that Criminal Man movie, Afghanistan?
Yeah, definitely. Yep, I love it. I love that movie.
I produced that title track. Yeah.
Dope.
So when at the end of the scene, the last scene when they shooting in the kitchen and the song come on, that's my beat.
Man, your beats are crazy, man. They bumping like a fool, man. I heard that Lil Chet and Crunchy Black mixtape. DJ Cautious put me on it.
I produced 13 of them 15 songs.
Them joints lit too. So can you describe to us like what is it like working with such polarizing artists such as like Lil Chet, Gangsta Black, Crunchy Black, and even Young Dolph? Like what is it like working? Is it different working with them than it is like like the younger artists who just trying to get on?
But you know what? It's more pressure working with them because them as established artists that been around the game and they legends like that. The Nash and Autos. I work with Nash and Auto. I work with some of the legends, even D-Rock from the Yin Yang Twins. I got a chance to work with him. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that certain relationships you have with artists, like me and Fraser Boy relationship, me and Chat relationship, me and Crunch's relationship. When you get in the studio, you have 3 different personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Chat pushes me to the greater limit. Shout out to my sister, little Chat, man. She always gonna push me to get better, and that's what I love about her. If something ain't right, she gonna tell me. You hear me? And I'm gonna try to fix it. You hear me? And I'm gonna beat my brain to get it right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fraser is the same way with me. So they don't never sugarcoat nothing with me when I produce for these artists. You know what I'm saying? Because these artists got a sound that they bred it, and they need their sound to be still delivered. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
They don't care if they know me or not. You know what I'm saying? You the engineer. You the engineer. You know what I'm saying? you breathe like the profession. You hear me?
You're right.
So right now, I'm paying you by engineer. So shout out to Chat, Fraser Boy, all of them, man. Shout out to Mike Crunchy back. He called me today, man. I love him, man. Shout out to them guys, man.
Man, shout out to all of them, man. Y'all legends in this jump for real. Living legends, man. We got a living legend on the show tonight, man. Disalunabeat in the building. Yeah, so, I wanna get into one of your videos, man. You said on your next upcoming project, you got a record called "I Ain't Playing" about to drop. You got the video.
Yeah. I got a compilation album for the drop. 1030 Productions Volume 1. It's gonna drop in a couple weeks. First single off the jump was "I Ain't Playing." It was released about a year and a half ago, but it's the first single off the album, shot by my boy CDE Films. You know what I'm saying? So and it's the first single off the mixtape. So check it out, man. Let me know what you think.
All right, let's go. The exclusive. Let's go.
Motherfucking CDE pills, nigga. You a bitch ass nigga if you don't fuck with my niggas. My nigga humble as hell. So basically, you a hoe if you ain't hit him up and you from where he from, bitch ass nigga. CDE, hoe ass nigga.
Luna. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. Hop up at the coop and get the spraying at your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. Hop up at the coop and get the spraying at your bitch ass. I'm really sick and tired of this bullshit that come along with the gang. You niggas really make me sick. I fuck with real niggas though. They stay 10 down. You act like hoes slow, red nose, bozo, real clowns. 10:30, put it on the map, and we gon' bet the trap. Lunatic been about that life. Ape shit and stack the stacks, and take this shit way past rap like lower bunk, upper tier, commissary nigga. 076 stamp, taking what I want, and the whole squad gon' install preparation. And push the heart of the streets. Pussy sweet, they ever think that I won't shake the spot. I'm my own shooter, I love to spin the block non-stop. The time I hide in the bushes, pushing you check your mailbox. Pop out with that Draco, I'm asking where his face go. Face goes casket where the weight though. Mentally, I'm a whole patient, and let's just be a warning before retaliation. Pussy, I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. Hop up at the coop and get the spraying at your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. Hop up at the coop and get the spraying at your bitch ass. Lunatic, Mochetta representer with the street shit. Hop up at the coop with the 40, let the heat spin. Famous what you wanna be. End up on a T quick. Fish fry to raise money. Now you don't think this shit funny. Keep thinking we ain't getting money. Guess your first mistake, the second one was letting us pass. And we couldn't get a plate. Third dripping sauce. You just shine. Keep it in they face. And fourth, Luna gon' kick the dough in and I'ma take my place. Pussy, oh, Ruckus might as well be my son. Street nigga, South Memphis. Got some park where I'm from. Some hate, but the real gon' see through the fake shit. Your favorite hustler. Born and bred to take shit. Lunatic and thinking it's sweet. Tell that be your cap bag. Some of you niggas flip for hopscotch and it's no rap cap. Whatever the lingo like Jingo, I'm a bust back. Park nigga, hard nigga, 10:30, you can't stop that. Pussy, I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. Hop up at the coop and get the spraying at your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. I ain't playing with your bitch ass. Hop up at the coop and get the spraying at your bitch ass.
With your bitch ass. We ain't got the bullet paid for your bitch ass.
CDE pills, nigga. You a bitch ass nigga if you don't fuck with my niggas. My nigga humble as hell. So basically, you a hoe if you ain't hit him up and you from where he from, bitch ass nigga. CDE, hoe ass nigga.
I can't hear you.
My bad. I said that right there was hard, bro. That junk right there go in. G. That junk go in. I can't wait to hear the rest of the project.
Yeah, man. I got features from Zedzilla. I got features from Gangsta Black. I got features from Lil Chat, Crunchy Black, Frazier Boy. Shit. The list goes on, man. You hear me?
Ooh. Oh, snap.
CC Terry, man. Shout out to my boy CC Terry, man.
How long this project been in the making, Luna?
Man, I got 3 albums ready to go. I got so many features and so many people showed me love over the years, man. The Nationados, I got features with Nationado. I got Coops a nigga feature. I got some of everybody, bro. I'm sorry, but I got to spread these features out on these projects, and I'm still doing other people's projects at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Right now, just got the call today from Crunchy and Chat. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Crunchy Black and Lil Chat new mixtape. The second one, the new one, is gonna be called Hoodlums. Okay, so y'all check that out, and y'all know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you're coming off of some award wins too, man. Can you let us know a little bit about that, man? That's dope. That's well deserved too.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. About 3 years ago, I was nominated a two-time nominee, Memphis Hip Hop Awards for Engineer of the Year and one of them for Producer of the Year. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Memphis Hip Hop Award for recognizing me. This year, I was nominated for Memphis Elegance Awards for Producer of the Year, and guess what? Your boy brought it to the house.
Yes.
I'm still hungry, man. I need about 5 more of these different award shows, man. So don't be, what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. A lot of us be working hard behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't see us because we're not the ones that's hanging in the clubs or hanging with the artists and, trying to ride somebody's wave. We the one in the studio you hear about. Like, I don't know about nobody else, but, my studio, you don't know if it's a studio if you don't know it's a studio. You hear me?
Yep.
The artists I work with, and it's a long list of independent artists that I love and I work with, and it's just I feel the energy that it comes for breaking the artist or breaking a record with an artist or helping an artist break a record by giving your input. That's the type of stuff that keeps me hungry and going. That's why whatever if you come and you deal with 1030 Productions, man. Anybody know me know that if you've been messing with me for all these years, man, I always show love to the original ones, man, and try to show love, and they always come back and record with me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And congratulations on that Essence Award, bro, man. That's amazing.
Hey, man, I want to send a shout out to my sponsor, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is getting big, man. So shout out to my sponsor, Disbelief Vodka, man. Disbelief Tequila, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? My sponsor. So y'all go copy some of that Disbelief, man, because it go down smooth, baby. I'm telling you now.
Yes, sir, man. So how do it feel like, knowing that you put the work in and stuff and, you'd have made it to this plateau, this level, and then now you're getting the recognition, you know what I'm saying, that you so rightfully deserve from your peers and the upcoming people?
Man, you know what? It feels good for us the recognition because I done scratched and clawed to try to get somebody to recognize that, hey, my whole motto is take me serious. You hear me? One of my logos on my brand is put me to work. It's an old homeless man with an MPC in his hand, and he put him to work. He homeless. He begging, man. He hungry. You hear me? So that's one of my logos you see on Facebook, and you see that little old man sitting on the brick wall, man. He said, "Put me to work, man." He ain't begging, man. He trying to get it in with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. So if Disalunabeat messed around and woke up and hit the lottery for $100 million, would you still produce and make music?
Yes. The first thing I'm gonna buy is I'm gonna take care of my family because it's family first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure everything getting played. But I gotta go get me a big boy studio, and I'm gonna go bring all the hungry niggas that was with me coming up. I'm gonna bring them. That's where we gonna record it. All of us gonna be a team. That's how you do. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example of y'all know history. No Limit, man. Master P, bro. Master P was so smart, bro. Master P didn't have one producer. He had several producers these music for him. You hear me? So
Beats by the pound.
About when you got 6 producers on the team. Everybody doesn't think alike. Every beat ain't gonna come out the same like everybody else. So you got 5 different personalities making beats, right?
Yep.
So if you make 10 beats a day, that's 50 beats a day, right? So I tell Fiend to come in and listen to 50 tracks. Don't you think Fiend ain't gonna pick at least 2 of them out them 50?
Man, come on. He gonna pick.
So
yeah.
Only making 10 tracks, and some of us can make 10 tracks in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Hour and a half, 2 hours. You hear me?
Yep.
So imagine Beats by the Pound comes getting cut them checks because it's 5 or 6 of them making, and P dropping albums every week. Like No Limit dropped every weekend. Like it was just a known fact that somebody in No Limit was gonna drop that weekend.
That was genius, and every record was dope. And every record was dope too.
Man, I don't care if it was Scud Duggery down to Big Ed down to the dude that couldn't rap good on No Limit. Your tape was coming out. I don't care if it sold 15,000 copies last time. Part 2 is coming out. He didn't care what them royalty checks looked like. He was getting 80-20. He didn't care what them royalty checks. 15,000 copies. 15,000 copies. He still made some money off of it.
Do you think that'll ever be able to happen again? Because they say like they say the labels ain't gonna never let that happen again.
Man, you gave the nigga too much power. I'm gonna tell you, but you gotta understand something. P slung No Limit records like crack. That's why he was called that. He looked at the rap game as the dope game. He just changed the product.
Yep.
He had beef batter pound cooking. That was the workers. You hear me? Cooking the dope up. You hear me?
Yep.
And he was putting it in the building. We all in the bando with Pete shit. The singing the dead man. So what was it? Dun, dun, dun. Remember that jump back in the day? Baby, he had us all in the hood on one of his albums. And then when he got Mystical, he just turned us up.
Yep, yeah. When he got Mystical, it was a rap, man.
Then he got Snoop Dogg. Oh man, come on, man. Y'all got Pete messed up. Pete brain need to be studied.
It does, man. It does.
You know what? That's the hustler in Pete. Like people don't understand. That's the hustler in Master P. That's why growing up off Master P and No Limit, man, that's the hustler. I seen a crack dealer. I ain't seen a record producer executive. That nigga was moving them CDs like crack.
He said, make crack like this.
Neighborhood, ghetto dope.
Ghetto dope.
That's why he know. Hey, and it's funny because when I stopped, I had started working when I got out the feds, and I had worked. I was a general manager for McDonald's for like 8 years. Like people don't understand. I got a bachelor's degree in business also. I can get any job I want to. Don't think I'm just dumb.
Nice.
But I was a GM for McDonald's for 8 years, and I was a GM for Sonic for 4. And man, they always try to figure out what was mine. They used to always give me the hood stove. You hear me? And they said, "How you turn these stoves around?" Hell, I'm them. I'm slinging burgers out the windows like crack. Food costs and stuff like this. But that's the money I need to buy the dope again. Hey, my supervisor used to laugh at me like a motherfucker. My supervisor at McDonald's, she was like, boy, you is a fool. I was like, everybody come to McDonald's, they trying to eat, they trying to get that product.
And you understood, how to distribute it.
Man, my motto is a hot fries and hot pies. Let's go.
You got to give the viewers, they want a Dolph story, man. Everybody want a young Dolph story, man. And since you know him and you've worked with him before, can you give us a young Dolph story?
Yeah, man, I can give you one, man. Like I said, I met Dolph in the beginning. When Dolph first came around, was trying to rap. I met him at Daddy-O at Squeaky Studio. And like I said, we had been with Squeaky for a minute, but Dolph and Squeaky had a relationship. That's after I came home, and I used to sit around, and when I started producing, Dolph was one of them dudes that he wasn't funny acting. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't funny acting. And when I saw him and speak to him now, he got he doing his fame thing. He still wasn't funny acting. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And one time I asked him because I was recording up there at Squeaky Studio. Where I started recording before I got my own studio, and I was recording Big Moochie Grape and Paper Route Woo and Snoop Bands and all the other guys from the Paper Route. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Dolph was in the building sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm making beats now, and he wasn't reluctant to listen to anything that I had made. You hear me? Because he always, he always looked at me like I've been seeing Luna. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? nothing it's always been a mutual respect with me and dude. And I wish I could have got a chance to work with him a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, on some of my tracks and doing something, you know what I'm saying. But I did get the opportunity to work with half his roster on the recording side of it and doing all that. So shout out to Squeaky for making that happen for me. And shout out to Dolph for always, you know what I'm saying. He'll give me a encouraging word every now and then, but it's just Dolph. He a man of few words, you hear me?
Yep.
You know what I'm
Man.
saying?
Yep. Rest in peace, Dolph, man. Rest in peace, young Dolph, man.
But like I said, but coming up in the situation with Brown Squeaky, I learned a lot. Like I said, I always wanted to branch off and do my own brand. You know what I'm saying? And be respected for my own craft. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's what it's always been. That's always been the thing with me, and that's why a lot of artists come back and work with me because they know I'm hungry. Like I'm always buying something from the studio. Every time they come here, it's something new in this motherfucker.
You can do it all. You can write records.
Yeah.
You can rap.
Shoot
You
videos.
can shoot videos. You can make beats and stuff. What do you like the most? What do you like doing the most out of all of the different?
All of it. As a producer, as anything in it that makes you money off your talent. I always believe in this. My motto is if I stop having fun doing this, I'm gonna stop doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I believe if you anything in life, if you don't enjoy doing it, stop doing it because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
I enjoy making beats. I enjoy making mistakes and being critiqued on them. You know why? Because if I master those mistakes and I put it in my arsenal, then guess what? Now you got to find something else. And if I fix that, ain't too many more things you're gonna find because you halfway there. You hear me?
Yep.
So I always take constructive criticism and apply it to my arsenal. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and that's how coming about working with some of the artists. Like I can be in the studio with Frazier Boy and it just clicks sometimes. I can be in the studio with Chet and it always clicks. You know what I'm saying? We always get on the same page on stuff. Crunchy, one thing about Crunchy, you had to gain Crunchy trust. And with me and Crunchy, it started, and then and right today, Crunchy can come in here and do 10 songs. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Wow.
he taught me the ways of how they was brought up and and it's from different legendary producers like the DJ Pauls and the Juicy J's.
Wow.
So I'm getting insight from both sides. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm becoming better.
How do you keep your mental motivated? How do you stay motivated to keep going? I know, like you said, you be having fun when you're doing it, but how do you keep yourself in the mind state to be like, yo, this is still fun to me? Is it by listening to other artists and stuff? Like, what inspires you to keep the love and the motivation for it going?
It's the people around me that shows me love that keep me going. It's the small gestures. It's not about count the favors for the favors. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's the small gestures. Like, for artists to share my commercial, that means that you're sharing my brand so I can make some money off some people that's looking for my services based off your reach on your platform, right?
Yeah.
It's the things like sharing people's posts or sharing people's product so it can reach other masses, even if you ain't the person sell the same product. See, that's the problem. If everybody is not capable of paying for everybody's service, so you have to send them to other people that might charge you a little less than what you charge. Not saying that they ain't good as you, but they charge a little bit less to fit their budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned a long time ago from being around people back in the days that taught me know your worth. I don't care what you sell. When I was at McDonald's, I knew my worth. That's why I became the general manager. It's so fast. Them folks promoted me in 12 months. You don't get no store in McDonald's in 12 months. Some folks said, man, he started as a cook and this man running this. It's not hard to run. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing is hard to do with, man, if you got a passion for it, bro.
That's real. I used to work at McDonald's, and I ain't making nowhere near the general manager level. I used to work at
You
McDonald's.
feel what I'm saying? And bro, I
Yep.
wasn't supposed to make. Man, that was my first job ever in my life. You know, the lady told me at the interview. Shout out to Ashley, man. Ashley hired me. Ashley told me in my interview, I walked from the halfway house with my resume. Ashley told me, she said, "You sure you want to be a cook?" I said, "Ashley, I'm just trying to get a job so I won't go back to jail." She said, "Because those qualifications, you should be a manager." But didn't know I've been a manager all these years from being in the streets.
Wow. It's
I
funny how.
I always have been a leader. You hear me?
Yep. It's funny how things translate from like you just said, Master P. He used like the dope game, and he was able to translate that into the music game. And then like you said, you learned leadership skills and stuff like that in the streets, and you were able to translate that. It's like, man, if you good at one thing, you can translate that into other things. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you can't. That's what that your character speaks volumes itself. And one thing you can't hide is your character. I don't care how much money you give a person, how much whatever. You cannot change that person's character. If that person is a coward and you gave him $1 million, he's just a coward with money now. That doesn't change his character because his character is being a coward. You hear me?
Yep.
If his character is being a thief, he's always a thief. I don't care if you give him $1 million. He's a thief with $1 million now. And he probably still gonna steal with that $1 million. But if you're a hustler, it's just genetic. If you're a hustler, then no matter what you give that person, I'm still a hustler. So you can give me $100,000 deal, and I'm still hungry because now I want $1 million deal.
Yep.
So that's how I look. I do everything I do in life. You know, I approach it as, you know, this is what I want to do, and making music is what I want to do. Shooting videos is what I want to do. Trial and error came with everything that I'm good at now. And I don't even think I'm good as what I am. But guess what? Eventually, when they start writing me a bigger check for my services, then I know I made
You're always bigger than what you think you are.
it. Yeah.
They say once you make it, you be the last person to know.
And like I said, I appreciate every opportunity that has came my way, to the point that where I appreciate every opportunity. And I still don't take it for granted because I know I can do better. You feel what I'm saying?
And that give you more. That give you something to work toward.
To work harder. You hear me? And
Yep.
get better. So another couple of A-listers can come and want my service. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. Exactly. I'm coming to 1030 Productions, man, and recording something with you, man. I want to get a new sound and stuff. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to get a new sound, and you know, DJ Cautious.
That's all it is. Artists don't understand that you can go to a lot of different studios. I promise you. Everybody's not gonna have the same sound. Everybody ain't gonna have the same logic, or how they approach beats, or how they approach producing, or how they approach engineering.
Yep.
A lot of people ain't gonna have the same vision of how far they want to go with this or their worth in this. You hear me? With
Yep.
me, I don't mind. Like if I'm doing something, if you teach me something that can make me better, I'm listening. I don't care if it's from somebody that think they lower than me or not. I'm gonna listen. And if I can tell you something that'll make you better, because a lot of people don't like to give people game. They ain't gonna tell you nothing. The industry's so hog driven to the point that where it's a dog eat dog. If they learn something new to change the game, they ain't gonna never tell you.
Nope.
They ain't gonna never tell you. But I've been lucky enough, been blessed enough to hang around producers and engineers that I can ask a question to, and if they know it, they gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? Some nice big name producers. Shout out to Ricky D over there in Arkansas, man. Some stuff he told me 3 years ago, I apply today, and I love it. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you know, producers like Ricky D, producers like Martin Sounds, like he one of the ones. If I got a question and he know it, I asked him a question last week. He showed me something. And I said, boy, you've been killing me because I've been trying to figure this out for 3 years. For real, man, you hear me? So it's artists, DJs like DJ Cautious. I learned a lot from him. You hear me? And
Yep.
you think he's learning from me, I'm learning from him, you hear me? So you got to understand something, like you always pick the brains of people that you can get stronger with. So when you dealing with opportunities that come your way to work with legends, like, what I'm saying, I had a chance to work with Al Capone, a couple more artists, even Project Pat, on some gospel music. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So yes. Shout out to my boy down in Texas, man. Right, Mr. Business, uh, and it just I appreciate it, man. I love to work, man. I love to get better. I love to produce, man, and I just love to make good music. So anybody and everybody in the city, I just want you to know, if you trying to work with me, man, I'm working with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I work with whatever you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying, hit my line up, get the commercial. You know what I'm saying? I charge what I charge because I know what I'm doing. So, but you want a laid back, high quality studio, man, private session, man, where we can get some work done. Shit, hit your boy, man. Put me to work, man.
I gotta run the commercial again.
Man, run that commercial again, man.
You looking for a laid back, high quality studio? Then look no further. This your boy, Disalunabeat, 1030 Productions. Call or text me at 901-216-6964. Hourly rate start at $50 an hour. 6-hour blocks, $250. Custom beats are available and full mixes and master services as well. Radio edits and show mixes, live performance, I do it all. So hit me up, 901-216-6964.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that number, man, because I know I am.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
DJ Cautious said, "Man, Luna's so cold with them beats." He said you'll be working on one beat and then just put that one to the side and then start working on a whole nother beat and then put that one to the side and then start working on a whole nother beat. I'm like, damn, he be making beats like that.
It's just a habit. Watching Squeaky do that. You gotta come back. Sometimes you gotta come back to a beat, because I used to have a problem with producing beats a long time ago, just putting too many sounds in it. I'm just producing for myself. I just like the sound. I'm gonna put it in there. You hear me? Sometimes you can't do that with beats, man. You can't do that with, even when you mix and master people projects. You hear me? You can't use your personal thinking with a widespread project. You feel what I'm saying? So with me, with beats, that beat might be catching my ear, but it's not making me, give me that feeling. So I go make another beat and start on it, different BPM, get out that zone, and then come back to the other beat I originally did and say, yeah, this now I know what I need to put in. You hear me?
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he just see me make beats like that, and I'm showing him how to make beats like those. How to make beats, because that's my guy, DJ Cautious, man. That's my guy right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, you made it for him. He said you made him that tag.
Yeah, I made it for him, man.
Man.
What tag, man?
So what does the future hold? The near future for This Is Luna Beats.
Man, just working, man. I got a call the other day to work on this project with Frazier Boy again. This Christmas project he's gonna drop called Christmas Trees. Also got man, I got some of everything, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Lil Chat, new album, Major on the Dog, on the way. I'm working on any project, man.
Your project.
Any artist that want to do a project, any artist want to do any services with me, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I got beats in here. I got 2,000 beats in this computer, man. Ready to go.
That's why I know you got me a hit in there somewhere.
I'm gonna keep making beats. I'm gonna keep making beats, and until it ain't fun no more, bro.
We gotta do this again, man. I love this conversation, man. You the producer to producer, and I'm like you. I'm a kind of a jack of all trades. I do video, shoot the videos, I edit them, I do all that stuff. So Yeah, I mix. I don't master though. I don't feel like I done got to the.
90% of a song is the mix. 10% of mastering is just frequency.
See, that's something I would have to probably pay you or to sit up under you and learn or something.
Let me tell you something, man. I promise you, I can show you every YouTube channel I watched on this, and they saying some of the best master engineers in the game. I listen to all of them. To Chris, one of my favorites is the Chris dude, and another dude that the people that make Abbey Road. All I'm saying is, it's some YouTube people you can listen to, and you'll understand 90% of a record is the mix. Don't think about the master. Think about the mix. Because if you don't have a good mix, you're going to have a horrible master. So focus on the mix. Focus on the mix. And then the master will come. You hear me? People think that it's easy to mix, and then when they run a master on it, and what it does is bring up all the imperfections. And
a lot of times it sounds like muddy.
And you know what the key thing about the mud? You just said the key word. 90% of your problems in a mix is in your mud. Don't worry about your highs, lows. They can be tweaked. It's your mud, the middle. And if you don't know frequencies to kill the mud, then you're not gonna your vocals are not gonna cut through.
That's something else.
They're gonna sit on top of the vocal, or they're gonna sit up under the vocal. I mean, they're gonna sit on top of the beat, or they're gonna sit up under the beat.
But how are they supposed to sit within the beat?
In through the middle. They're supposed to cut through. If a producer know how to mix his instrumentals, then he knows. If you are a true producer, you know certain sounds collide with certain sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know what's best used with a synth, what's best used with strings, what's best used with brass, then your 808 will not cut through that melody. And if your 808 ain't cutting through that melody, your vocals ain't gonna cut through that melody.
That's something.
That's all it is. And it's nothing hard, it's just logic. And it starts with whoever making the beat not making certain instruments over certain other instruments. Because you can squash the beat. You can cloud the beat up.
Interesting.
That's just a word of advice. It starts with the beat. Because you can, if the beat clean, then or engineer know how to EQ a beat in the in the recording session, then you have nothing to worry about because now your vocals gonna cut down the middle.
And it was something you mentioned earlier too, how when you first start making beats, you like to add a whole lot of instruments, and at that point you're not really leaving room for the vocals. You're not leaving room for the vocals.
You're not leaving room for the artist to breathe.
Okay.
So if I got so many instruments in this song, then I'm clouding the song up, which makes it hard for the writer to write it. That makes it hard for you to sell the beat because when people listen to beat, they listen to the first 10 seconds of the beat knowing if they want it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to play your whole beat. They want to hear the intro, the chorus, and how the verse come in. That's it. And you can change the beat.
So adding too many instruments, what does that do? It don't leave them no room to.
It clouds. It demotivates them to use their beat. I found out the most simplest beat that you can put one sound in or two sounds in to be the beats that these people want.
Yep, you're right about that, Lona. I promise you, one of my homeboys wanted me to make him a beat for this song he wrote one time, and I put like 3 instruments in that thing, man, and they played it in the club. Every time we went to the club, that song would be playing. I'm like, what the fuck?
One instrument in the beat and make it go. Listen, I know how to do one instrument, and I can make that one instrument sound 3 different ways.
Yeah.
A whole nother beat, a whole nother instrument in that motherfucker. And it ain't me number tweaking. You hear me?
Yep. And then on my own songs, I was trying to make them all extravagant and shit. But then I make him this one. I make him this beat. Yep. And his shit then took off with this.
Yo, extravagant. You got 9 different sounds in your extravagant beat. That's the beat you need to rap off of because you made that motherfucker for you.
It's already a whole song by itself. It don't need no vocals. It's already saying too much, or enough for itself. It don't need vocals.
Do a commercial on that beat.
Yo, man, this is good. We gotta do a part 2 on her, man.
Man, whenever you ready, man, you can have me. Whenever you ready, man, I'm ready, man. You hear me?
I appreciate it, Luna, man. I appreciate your time, man. But before I let you go, man, I got a question for you. Like, what do you think about young, like the younger artists versus like seasoned artists? What are your thoughts? Like, do you feel like the newer music, the younger artist music and stuff, or do you kind of lean more toward, or because like we grew up with certain artists, who like our age range and stuff like that. So how do you feel about where the new music is going versus what the level that we were raised on and what we like to create?
Well, I put it like this here. You can't stop the new generation for what they like. You hear me? Mm-hmm. So we have to be mindful that as a producer, engineer, and an artist, we have to make songs that kind of bridge the gap from our generation to their generation. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't say dumb down the lyrics. I'm not telling you.
Your screen went out. We're having technical difficulties. He'll be back in the meantime. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Disalunabeat, man, and get this studio time, get these beats, get them hit records, man. He's worked with nothing but the greatest, some of the best.
You're looking for a laid back, high quality studio? Then
and he is not playing.
It's your boy, Disalunabeat, 1030 Productions. Call or text me at 901-216-6964. Hourly rate start at $50 an hour. 6-hour blocks, $250. Custom beats are available and full mixing and master service as well. Radio edits and show mixes, live performance, I do it all. So hit me up, 901-216-6964. You're looking for a laid-back, high-quality studio? Then look no further. This your boy, Disalunabeat, 1030 Productions. Call or text me at 901-216-6964. Hourly rate start at $50 an hour. 6-hour blocks, $250. Custom beats are available and full mixing and master service as well. Radio edits and show mixes, live performance, I do it all. So hit me up, 901-216-6964. You're looking for a laid-back, high-quality studio? Then look no further. This your boy, Disalunabeat, 1030 Productions. Call or text me at 901-216-6964. Hourly rate start at $50 an hour. 6-hour blocks, $250. Custom beats are available and full mixing and master service as well. Radio edits and show mixes, live performance, I do it all. So hit me up, 901-216-6964.
We're having a few technical difficulties. Luna should be back on the screen here in a few. Man, this is a dope interview, man. I'm learning so much, man, about just the culture of Memphis music, man. Just like how the legends get down, man. Luna is a legend, legendary producer, legendary artist, videographer. You name it. It's a one-stop shop. Make sure y'all go check them out, man, at 1030 Productions. Google it. Follow Luna on Disalunabeat at Instagram. You can follow me at mr.jelks on Instagram. I think we're finna go ahead and wrap it up for the night. It's been dope. Be on the lookout for part 2. We're going to have Disalunabeat on here once again, because you know how we do it, man. Peace and love. And make sure y'all share this. Let's go.
Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you you ain't about that life, don't come around. Don't come around. Got the crowd.